The electric battery in the Javelin missile controller often runs out, forcing Ukrainian soldiers to connect car batteries to use, according to the U.S. Sergeant Major. Sergeant Chris Freeman, a reconnaissance soldier with the U.S. National Guard in Washington state, for the past 3 months has been a remote technical supporter for Ukrainian soldiers operating Javelin anti-tank missiles. Freeman used to be the leader of a team that specialized in training Ukrainian soldiers to use Javelin missiles before the outbreak of hostilities. Britain has trained about 200 Ukrainian servicemen during its months of presence in the country. The American team of experts left Ukraine when Russia launched a special military operation in late February, but Freeman maintained contact with the cadets. Now Ukrainian soldiers on the front lines to help them deal with the situation. Technical problems or details missed in combat. Freeman said that the biggest limitation of the Javelin complex when it comes to fighting in Ukraine is that the electric battery block used to operate the missile and the Launch Control Unit (CLU) is often exhausted. The CLU system is not only responsible for locking the target and giving the launch command, but also is used to monitor the activities of the enemy tank from afar. This process takes a long time and rapidly drains the capacity of the accompanying battery block. The electric batteries quickly ran out, forcing Ukrainian soldiers to connect the CLU to the battery of a motorbike or car to continue fighting, Freeman said. A similar issue was revealed last month by Dakota, a former U.S. Marine who volunteered to fight in Ukraine. We were provided with anti-tank weapons and Javelin missiles, but there were no batteries for the control cluster. Without power, the weapons could not operate, Dakota said. When facing other problems with the Javelin complex, Ukrainian soldiers often communicate with Freeman using the WhatsApp messaging application. And the two sides often have to use an automatic translation application to understand each other when there is no interpreter. One of our interpreters had a husband who was in the war. He was one of the few survivors. Many cadets trained by the U.S. National Guard died in combat, U.S. Sergeant Major speak. Freeman passed Javelin missile operating information to this interpreter, while her husband sent back to the U.S. Sergeant Major pictures of destroyed Russian tanks. Freeman said that at least 4 tanks were hit by Javelin missiles thanks to his phone calls.